So it's been 2 months, almost 2 months since Tyshawn has said anything or responded to anything in the lawsuit. A quick recap. So the official, hearings and summons, complaints, and systematic approach to the whole lawsuit started in May 12, 2025. I know the whole incident started 2024, like at the end of that year, but the official proceedings started 2025 in May. That's fine. Now, since then, Tyshawn and Supreme are just playing ping pong. Tyshawn says this. Now Supreme says this. And then they rebuttal with that. And it's gone back and forth for several months. We all know that. There's nothing new there. But the biggest time gap between responses has always been, historically, I mean, it's here, dude, screenshots. The response has taken at the most a month. It's typically a week or 2 weeks. A week, 2 week, he responds. A week, 2 week, he responds. Back and forth, back and forth. But that's the most. Bro, it's been almost 2 months now. Now, why would Tyshawn and his team go radio silent on this one? Well, if you guys watched my last video, you guys probably know the answer to that. But in case you haven't, just know that the last activity in this lawsuit was Supreme said, no, dude, here's his document, and it supports our previous position to dismiss the case. Why? Because number one, all the cases that Tyshawn and his team quoted in support of their position, they weren't even relevant. Like, he pitched 20 different cases. In this guy versus this guy, this happened. Therefore, we have a case. And this one here, that was approved. So that's why I have a case. Using these examples, and Supreme dismantled every single one of them. They said, no, dude, in this case, that wasn't even an accusation. That was just fact. So that doesn't apply. In this one, there was overwhelming evidence, which you don't have. So that doesn't apply. And dude, so forth. They were knocking them down left and right. So that didn't look great for him. Dude, did you even do your homework? Or you just chat GPT'd a bunch of cases, copied and pasted them here in this lawsuit? So that made their team, like Tyshawn's team, look terrible, number one. And number two, and I think that was the most deadliest one, is that they said, by the way, dude, $26 million? Where's the itemization sheet? We didn't see it. We don't see one submitted. And it's true, bro. Once you reach a certain number, a certain dollar amount, you're supposed to itemize why. Why did you come up with 26 mil? Because you felt like that's what you needed? You want to buy yourself a $26 million mansion? Where do you come up with this number? How did you land there? He didn't even bother. And looking at the requirements and findings were large dollar amounts. You're supposed to itemize. And I don't even think this is a New York thing. I think this is a general, a national thing. The whole country, everyone needs to submit the itemization of how did you land at this number. $1 million because Tyshawn was hurt in this business area. Another $1 million because it's 500K for this or for that. At least explain your logic. Why you landed on 26 mil. They did not do that at all. So at the very least, even if Tyshawn had the case to move forward, to not dismiss it, but to proceed, he found it wrong. He needs to refile. So those two massive reasons, all the cases he quoted were wrong, didn't apply, and then he didn't even itemize the amount. It leads me to believe he's not in the best position right now to respond, and even if he did, he needs to be very careful how he responds. Therefore, it's taken him 2 months to even respond to anything. Nothing has been said. The last thing here, here's a screenshot. The last activity in this lawsuit is that. Memorandum of law and reply. Reply memorandum and law support defendant's motion to dismiss amended complaint. So the defendant's motion, so Supreme saying, nah, get this out of here. This doesn't even make sense. So that's the last thing that's happened here. So the only possibilities of why they've taken so long to reply, Tyshawn's side to reply, is, I don't know, government shutdown. They were shut down for a little bit. All the legal government stuff was slowed down to a freaking snail speed. So maybe that's the reason why. But at the same time, it's New York Supreme Court, 26 million. I would say that's a high profile lawsuit. Why would you won't prioritize this one? Doesn't make sense to me. So while I want Tyshawn, I always want the skater to win. I'm a skateboarder myself. So I always want the skateboarder to win. So I'm a lean from a prejudice perspective, to be honest here, for him to get something out of this. The truth is, if you just look at the logic, dude, it's not in his favor. It's not looking great for him. So, I don't know, man. Until something, formally gets, updated here in the system, I'll let you guys know. But as of now, it does not look great. Tyshawn has been very quiet for 2 months now. Unsurprisingly so. For how much longer is he going to be quiet? I don't know the answer to that question, but it's not looking great for him, unfortunately. Like I said, guys, I'll keep you guys posted. And talk to you guys on the next one.